Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game in this rivalry.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. To the air on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's McDuffie. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Gators have this offense rolling. They're going to throw it again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's McDuffie. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Fires and picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Just threw that one way too far. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the back. And tackled there by the defense. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Casey. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. To the air, it's Casey. Steps away to find some room. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Third and goal from way back there. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man down the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a tight one.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. The leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they need to step up and really take ownership.
And they know it. They felt it from their coaches. They know how much this rivalry matters. Such a cool look in the stadium. Half blue and orange, half red and black. This game is always so cool and so unique, located here in Jacksonville.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're working that left side. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. He's looking to throw it. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Snowed under by the defense. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And he could not get loose on the run. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Right back to him on the ground. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. He leaves it with the back. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you've got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Gators! The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia going up tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the holder, the fake, and a little shuffle. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Scanning the field, it's Casey. Fires to the tight end. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And they can't make the connection on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Going up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. Just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
And they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Takes the easy completion, and they pick up just a few on that completion. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gonna run it. It's McDuffie. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Gators line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down right there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Comes out throwing on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Grabbed in the backfield. It's McDuffie. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia going up tempo. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Quick release by the QB. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Trying to barge in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 16 over Western Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The back goes in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He wants to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Grabbed behind the line. It's McDuffie. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Gators are on the move. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against. Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Caught in the backfield, it's McDuffie. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
Up and put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown Gators. A great catch and run for 6. As Florida fans like to say, come on Gators, get up and go, and they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down at Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business today. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28, Georgia, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the single back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Typically at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And they got him for the sack. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but with the double guys, the guy that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season. These guys make your defense really special.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. The Gators send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. On the run, it's Cole. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Georgia going up tempo. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Split backs here. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. to shoot. Quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking downfield, it's Casey. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, he'll let it fly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a third and long. They'll try the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Coming after it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Takes a handoff. It's McDuffie. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Georgia, 13.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. But Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw, it's Casey. Makes the grab down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Dogs in the hurry-up.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Touchdown, Dogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that, you beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.